What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Coastal Carolina Living. Happy Friday. Beautiful day here at the beach. It's really starting to feel like fall. It's about a high of 80, so it is really starting to feel like some deer killing weather here. And I'm solo today. Kay's not feeling so good, so I'm going to go. Just got to the lease. Got probably 3 hours before sunset, so I'm going to pack up, head in, and hopefully we get lucky. See you guys in there.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanity.
Alright, y'all, we just got in the stand. 5:30, so it's about 8 o'clock sunset tonight. We got plenty of time. Wind is coming kind of that way. So it's blowing to the left of the plot, so as long as they come from where they usually come from, we should be good wind-wise. We've got tons of bear crap all over the place. And they pretty much destroyed our other feeder. I'll put some photos up. Again, that's the second time in a row this feeder's been broken by black bears this time. It looks like a sow with 2 cubs. Last year it looked like a really big boar. Very big bear destroyed it, tipped it over, ripped the anchors up and everything. This year they just broke the spinny, the corn thrower. And yeah, they ate through all that corn in one night, which is crazy. We're about, 2 miles from the local high school. And they must have a Friday night game because you can hear the band music. It's alright, it's getting me pumped up. Getting me ready to shoot a buck. So, they've been coming in right around sunset, so we'll see. Alright, y'all, what is going on? Welcome back. It's 2 days later, it's Sunday. It's gonna be the last day of this little cold snap we have here in South Carolina. It's about 85, I think it was today. That was the high. And yeah, last cool day, probably my last shot at a velvet buck here in South Carolina. It's gonna be back in the 90s. We got another busy week. I'm probably not gonna get back out until the beginning of September when gun season opens up. So hopefully we can get lucky. There were some deer here this morning, and there were some deer in here before I got in at like 3, so we'll get lucky. Some of these clouds look a little sketchy, so hopefully it holds out. Mosquitoes are the worst I've ever seen since we've been down here. I mean, it's unbearable. Thankfully, when I get up in the tree and we run the thermocell for like 10 minutes, they're gone, but that hike in is unbearable. I've never seen it that bad. I'm assuming they're going to start doing some aerial spraying out here. But, yeah, it's bad, so. We had the rabbit hanging around feeding. Looks like there's still plenty of beans coming up in there. So, hopefully we get lucky, man. Them bucks have been gone the bucks have been gone now for probably 3 or 4 days. I haven't seen them. I don't know if they just are shifting or if they're going to come back. Everything will be scraped off, but fingers crossed. So at this point, those does had worked out of the food plot, and something had spooked them. I could hear it crashing through the woods, and the positioning of where the noise was usually where the bucks enter the plot. And usually when the does are in the plot and the bucks come in, they kind of push them out. So I had thought that the noise, whatever I was hearing, was the bucks coming in. So at this point, I get up, I knock my arrow, and make sure my nocturnal was on. My way to knock. When I stand up, make sure my release and everything's good to go. And I could hear it crashing, and it came in pretty close, but it just never entered the food plot. And I don't know if that was just thermals were pulling my scent in a different direction. The wind was not blowing to where the deer were. They just never ended up coming out. I waited as long as I could, didn't have the thermocell on, and it just never came out. I had to kind of slowly, quietly sneak out and head out the other exit of the food